What if you could say just two simple words to spark curiosity, ignite a connection, and make a lasting impression? Any woman you meet, it might sound too good to be true, but sometimes these malice gestures or phrases carry the biggest impact in this article. We'll explore the power of language psychodic, those 12 words that can instantly grab her attention and maybe even her heart. Get ready to transform the way you connect tone phrase at a time. Secret incredible, especially when spoken with confidence and intention. And the best part, I'm going to teach you how to uplift this technique in your daily life. But before we dive in, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like button and subscribing. Doing this helps support the channel and allows me to keep creating valuable content for you. Not only does it motivate me to keep bringing quality sites, but it also signals to Filgrith RTHM that this video is worth sharing, helping more people access this information. So can you count on your like? Jump right into it, guys. Many men make the mistake of being too accommodating or indecisive. When talking to a woman, they often say things like, "Weck, do whatever y'all want," or "I don't know. He had offer, you prefer this only," shows the woman uncertainty. What you might not realize is that by being overly flexibly or vague about your desires, you're not projecting confidence, which can cause a woman to lose interest faster than you'll think. Here's the secret. These 12 words provide what women truly appreciate in aim and confidence, clarity and leadership. The two key words are "I want." Now you might be thinking these words aren't a big deal, but they show that you know what you want and aren't afraid to press it when you say "I want." You're not just making a request, you're demonstrating decisiveness. Something that all women find irresistible. Now that you know the secret of these two powerful words, let's get to the crucial part, how to use them in real life. Because saying "I want" might sound simple, but applying it daily is what will make a real difference. For example, when inviting a woman out, instead of saying something that sounds indecisive like, "Hey, if you want, we could hang out sometime." Let's be honest, that doesn't spark much interest. Instead, say something like, "I want to take you to dinner this Friday." See how that changes dynamic? You no longer sound like Sion seeking approval or permission. You come across as direct, magnetic. Mace's clear and confident. That's what draws her in next when starting a conversation with a woman you're interested in. Instead of being vaguely shy, say something like, "I want to know you better. How about we grab a coffee?" This week, this shows that you winter interest in a direct and straightforward way, which can be very attractive because it reflects on state clarity. Before we continue, let me see if you've ever thought about sending just one text that could make a woman crave. You instantly imagine a message so powerful it takes over her mind, making her think about you nonstop, even if shy is currently with someone else, or sees you as just a friend. These secret phrases trigger an obsession, leaving her excited and desperate to see you. But be warned, if you don't want her falling head over heels, don't use these ready to have her hooked. Click the first link below to download these magnetic mazes and watch her countdown it until your next date finale. A more advanced stage of a relationship, if you're already seeing sun, you can use "I want" to express your desire responsively instead of saying "whatever you prefer is fine." Be clear and direct by saying something like, "You want to spend more time with you this weekend? How about we plan something together?" This shows that you value your time with her and are proactive in strengthening the relationship. It's crucial to not confuse confidence with arrogance. Saying "I want" gives you an air of security and clarity without coming off as pushy. However, if you didn't ask this approach with respect and empathy, it could easily be misunderstood. So let's clear this up to make sure you don't fall into that traps. Something crucial you need to keep in mind for this technique to work effectively. But before we dive deeper, I viewer enjoying this content drop forward. I want in the comments to see how many of you are true alpha males. Now, let's be clear. Using I want doesn't mean the world revolves around you, nor does it imply imposing your desires without considering the other person's feelings. It's not about dominating the conversation or controlling the situation. It's about being clear with your intentions while also leaving room for dialogue. For instance, if you say, I want us to go out for dinner tomorrow, that's great because you are being direct. But if she replies that she can't or would prefer another day, your response should be flexibly and understanding, like, sure, you understand. How about Saturday instead? This way you show that while you know what you want, you also respect her preferences. You need to firm but not stubborn. There's a big difference. A woman will appreciate that. And clear about what you want. But if you come off as inflexible or unwilling to consider her desires or it needs, you may quickly appear self-centered or arrogant. Qualities that not attractive importantly using want isn't just about you. It also creates an opportunity unity for her to express what she wants when you're honest and clear. You give her the spectate the same. This helps build a relationship based on mutual respect and depend. But the most important thing to keep in mind is your tone. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it. Your tone of voice and attitude air. Key to making these words effective. You don't want to sound authoritarian or as if you're giving orders. The key is to keep your tone kind and respectful, showing that you have confidence, but a real soup into what she has to say. Now that you understand how practice to us, these two powerful words, it's to put them into practice. This is where you'll really start to notice how such a change can have a huge impact on how you relate to women and even your viral environment. So here's my challenge for you. Starting today, use the phrase I want 5 times a day for the next week. It doesn't matter if it's in big situations or small ones. The important thing is to start building that confidence. Use it with women friends, or just in your daily life. Leafeon, you start saying, I want you will notice something interesting. People will start reacting differently. Yeah, we'll see how they respect you more, feel more attracted to you, and perceive you as who knows what they want. We've reached the end of this video. But before you go, I want to give you an important SH reminder. Don't just stick to theory to action and put it into practice. What you've learned today knowing the secret ISIS list if you didn't apply it in your daily life. Comment below how you plan to I want this week. Share an example or situation where you think you can apply it, and at the end of the week, come back and let me know how it went. I am Cherie. You'll see amazing results, and I'd love to hear how your experiences. In conclusion, the key to attracting any woman lies in simplicity and authenticity. The 2 words concept isn't just about what you say, but about how our words reflect genuine confidence, kingness, or respect. Whether it's through a heartfelt compliment, a sense or a question, or a playful remark, the real magic comes from being present. Authentic and understanding words can open the door, but it's the connection you build that truly matters.